Now, if you thought that was weird news, I have something more for you. How about this? I want to say this headline. Well, actually, let me say the headline that I have. Because the source of the news article tried to kind of sugarcoat it. But here in the Jose Soto Show, we don't sugarcoat anything. Not even sugar. Here's the headline, and I'm going to try to say this with a straight face, without laughing or giggling, until after I say it. Okay? I'm going to try very hard. I can do this. Okay. Gay couple sues Continental Airlines for taping their dildo on top of checked bag. Oh yes. And you thought we haven't left Kansas yet. Oh no. Look, I carried on my bag when I used to travel a lot of weird shit, like lube and all that. But I wouldn't carry a dildo. I don't even own a dildo. Let me just be honest with all of you. Yes, I'm a sexual person, but why? I mean, why would I want a plastic thing when I can get the real thing? I just don't understand. I just, fine, everybody, they do their own thing. I'm not gonna judge. But since you went to the media, I guess everything is sort of open season, if you know what I mean. But that's funny. Sad, pathetic, but funny. Over a year ago, here's the article. I found it right here. Okay, over a year ago, I wrote about the travesty done to a young professional gay couple. What professional gay couple will be fucking carrying a dildo? I don't know. From Norfolk by employees of United Continental Airlines at George Bush Intercontinental Airport in Houston, Texas. Employees would remove the sex toy from the couple's luggage, taped it to the top of the bag, and sent it down the baggage carousel. Oh, Lord. I mean, don't they know that, in these times they're going to check everything? Look, I have my bags when I check them. Well, now I try not to check anything. I try to carry it with me, but I know that they're going to see, a few things I have in there. Okay? They're going to see my underwear. They're going to see things that, personally, I don't think I want them to see. But nothing as kinky as a dildo, and it's a double-headed dildo, I see. It's a nice, purpley dildo. Isn't that nice? Yeah. I mean, this is hilarious. I mean, I would be laughing if that happened to me. I would. I wouldn't be suing. I would be laughing. And the next time, I'm not gonna carry a fucking dildo anymore. I can just imagine. Imagine if you're standing right at the carousel and this dildo's coming out of this bag with a big old dildo on top of it. Could imagine. And you're like, yeah, that's my bag, but not anymore. Oh, that's funny. I would, I would just stay there for a while. Well, first of all, I wouldn't be taking any dildos whatsoever. I don't even own any dildos. I don't need dildos. Okay. Let me just get this. I know people want to sexually stimulate themselves and they have sexual fantasies and all this. But the thing is that your biggest sexual organ is not your anus, because I know what this dildo is for your anus. It's a very large dildo. I mean, yeah, it's very large. It takes the whole bag, actually. I mean, the whole length of the bag. That's how big it is. And I wouldn't be carrying this dildo. But I just want to say this, is that your biggest sexual organ is The brain. Not the anus, not your cock, not your balls, not... It's your brain. And I'm beginning to use my brain more often than I'm using anything else. Because I really want to, yes, I want to gratify myself, but the satisfaction is in your brain. And I don't need dildos, I don't need any of these vibrators or any of these, sex toys. And I know there are people into it. I've known many girlfriends who are into that shit, and that's fine, that's their business. But to be honest with you, I don't understand. I mean, what you really... Why would you need a double-headed dildo like this? Why? If your boyfriend is not satisfying you with his own natural dildo, I mean, I don't know. God made natural dildos. They're called penises. Dildos are for lesbians. Let me just say that. At first, I thought there was a lesbian couple. I thought it was, a lesbian couple that, they had the dildo, right? I mean, of course, you wouldn't find a lesbian without a dildo, obviously, especially if she's traveling. She has to travel with her dildo. But these fucking guys, man, they're proudly putting, and they know that they're gonna search your bag and they're gonna find the dildo in there. Look, one time I had gay porn in my bag, and I know they went through it because it was opened. Somebody was a little bit, I don't know. They were probably curious as to what was inside the case, and it was an obvious DVD. Right? But you see, I just took a risk. I didn't really care. Because I know that at the airport they're going to search the hell out of you, and that's why we have to revamp this whole TSA strip searching bullshit. It's wrong. It's immoral that we have people out there being harassed, sexually molested by these TSA workers. I don't believe that we should have them. We should have some security, yes. Just like we have always done. You have metal detectors and all that, and that's all you need. You have the x-ray machines for the luggage and for the bags, and you don't need to strip search anybody or grab their cock or anything like that. And I know there's some gay guys who say, that's nothing. I can go ahead and grab my cock. But yeah, but if a big pot belly, foul smelling moron is grabbing your cock, you're not gonna like it. Because I did not like it. Well, if it was, somebody my type, of course. Just like a straight guy will say, well, if it was a girl, it would have been different. But this has to change. And the TSA is full of shit. And you have reports of all these TSA employees stealing from the passengers, money, jewelry, and all that. Great. Poor gay couple. This is great material for a song. I bet you not. My dildo riding around the carousel at the George Bush Intercontinental Airport. And my husband was really red. We didn't know what to do. Should we pick up the bag and have everybody see that it's our dildo, honey? Oh, Christ. In response to demand letters, the leadership of the airline basically flipped the bird to these innocent... Or did they flip the dildo? Flipped the bird bird to these innocent victims and victimize them yet again. What did they do this time? Did they tape their dildo to the wall? Oh no, this time they taped my chain and my harness. My whips. Look, I swear, I one time remember going to the airport here in Phoenix, and I saw this like 3 gay guys, and they were picking up stuff, and their bag was open, and when they came out of the carousel, it flipped over, and all these stuff were coming out. There were handcuffs, whips, dildos, KY jelly, everything, and they were just casually picking up. No big deal, right? Look, here's the thing. What really fascinates me about these gay liberationists, those type that say that everything goes, right? You should be free to do whatever the hell you want, and to be honest with you, not everything that you do is actually good for you. Let me just say that, or not everything that you do is gonna satisfy you. And I'm pretty sure that one of the couple here, they don't like this dildo thing. I'm pretty sure about that, right? But I mean, we're in 2012, and I thought we were being more accepted, and I thought that within the community, being sexually active, there's nothing wrong with having sex toys, right? So if you're a sexual liberationist, you shouldn't be making fun of this. You shouldn't, you should be proud of your dildo. I mean, yeah, it's your liberation. It's your grab on liberty, on equality. I know you might argue about the privacy and all that, but the problem is that you're not in your property. You're on an airplane. It's not your property. Right to privacy sort of dwindles a bit. Flip the bird to these innocent victims and victimize them yet again, even though United Continental Airlines claims to be the LGBT-friendly, though their involvement with the National Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce. That they're member of the Gay Chamber of Commerce, blah blah blah. As the saying goes, actions speak louder than words, and Continental's actions have spoken volumes. The tape on the bag, pictured above, clearly reads Continental Airlines, and tellingly, the zipper on the bag was undamaged, so that there was no legitimate basis for taping up the bag while unzipped. Actually, I've seen bags that were open like this, and I don't know why. It's either laziness, or I don't get it. Well, here's the thing. I don't think this is a really anti-gay thing, because the guys, the baggers, how will they know that this bag belonged to a gay couple? How, unless if there's something else in the bag that will ID them as a gay couple, like, I don't know, like gay magazines or gay porno or something like that. When they went through my gay porn at the airport, I wasn't ashamed. I was like, whatever, it's my porno, that's it. Just like, when people go to these adult shops or these adult video stores, right, and they're like very nervous, and dude, you're in a fucking adult video store. Everybody else there is also nervous a little bit. Give it up. You're at an adult video store. Don't have a hang up. And I know guys back in the day when I was younger, when they would go with me to a gay adult store, not a general adult store, and they'll buy all the gay porn, but they'll buy like 2 or 3, and then they'll buy like 5 or 6 straight porn, just to mix it up a little, and then they'll try to get me to buy it for them. It's like, come on, you're already inside of an adult video store. Just go ahead and then do what you need to do. The cashier doesn't give a shit. The cashier is there to make money and to, he or she is paid to do what they need to do. People are so, I mean, I'm not really a person that is totally hung up on his sexuality. I'm not. I just know what I like and I don't like. I come to this age of mine, 30 years of age now. I'll be 31 very soon. In which I know what I want sexually, I know what turns me on, and I don't need any of this shit. Okay? I just don't. And when I see gay couples like this exposing themselves, basically, it just makes me laugh a little bit. Sad and pathetic. The thing is, just be proud of it. People will make fun of you. People will laugh at you. That's the way of life. Shit happens. These are the type of incidents that happen. And then you'll learn next time, if you're ashamed of this, don't put a dildo in your baggage anymore. Leave it at home. Right? Or you can go to the hotel room where you're going to stay and find something else that's more like a dildo and shove that up your ass. But hello, honey, you have a dude with you, your husband or your boyfriend or whatever, and you're going to fuck. Let him be the dildo. He has God's dildo between his legs, a natural penis that can penetrate you and satisfy you. Unless, of course, you want something bigger. Because this dildo looks huge, by the way. Wow. If I haven't seen it all, I've seen it all.